everybody. Darrell Owens, LegacyMaker Sports Network, and this is another edition of the LegacyMaker Sports News Update. Today, we're going to give you the July 30th, 2020 update, and we start off with a huge NFL signing. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have signed LeSean McCoy to a one-year deal. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers continue to reshape their team. The signings of Tom Brady and Ron Gronkowski have put tons of pressure on this Buccaneers team to make the playoffs and beyond this season. Signing LeSean McCoy will give this team some security at the running back position if he can stay healthy. Also with studs like Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, and of course O.J. Howard still trying to figure out where he is, this team could be really dangerous this season. Opening night of the NBA restart is exactly what every fan could ask for. Two phenomenal games that went down to the wire. First, we're going to start you off with the first game of the night, the Pelicans versus the Jazz.
The NBA shutdown began with Gobert, and then it begins again with Rudy Gobert. He gets the first 2 points of the NBA restart. Then we got Lonzo Ball working a little magic, gives it to Zion, showing his strength as he makes it to the basket to tie this one up at 2 apiece. We take you midway through the first. Pelicans down by 9. Great ball movement here in between the legs here for Brandon Ingram, who takes it to the basket. Lonzo Ball looking, and he finds Zion Williamson with the slam on the alley-oop, and the Pelicans have a 6-point lead. 7 minutes and 4 seconds left in the second. Brandon Ingram showing why ever since he left the Lakers, he has just become a stud for this Pelicans team. Some people say he could be the most improved player this season. 45-36. Then you got Donovan Mitchell driving to the basket with the nice 2, trying to get things rocking and rolling here for this Jazz team. 58-44, Pelicans up by 14. Minute 50 left. Then Drew Holiday knocks it down from the elbow. Now we take you to the third. Pelicans up 60-53. Drew Holiday still working, and he gives it to Zion with the jam. And the Pelicans up by 9 in the third quarter. 63-57 in the third. 8 minutes to go, and it's stripped here by the Pelicans. Holiday up the floor. Zion behind the back to Zoe. Oh, nice play there by Zion to Zoe, and then to 87-81. Pelicans up by 6. Zion working towards the basket, and that one finds its way in, and now it's an 89-81 Pelicans game. Take it to the fourth, 6 minutes and 13 seconds, 96-89. Jordan Clarkson with the 3, and that will bring the Jazz 4 points closer. Jazz now have a 1-point lead, 100-99, and then Donovan Mitchell with the step back with 2 minutes and 29 seconds to give the Jazz a 3-point lead. Now it's tied 104-104. Less than 10 seconds. Mitchell inside to Gobert. He's going to get fouled. And Gobert will head to the line with a chance to give the Jazz a 2-point lead. First shot. Knocks it down. 105-104. Takes a second and knocks it down. And now it's a 2-point game. 6.9 seconds. They give it to Brandon Ingram, who's been rocking and rolling for this team the entire game. Pulls it up, and it rattles out, and that is it. The Utah Jazz make the comeback and win this one, 106-104. Jordan Clarkson, 23 points, 5 rebounds. Brandon Ingram, 23 points, 8 rebounds for the Pelicans. What a game by both of these players, but nevertheless, the Jazz win this one, 106-104 in the first game of the NBA restart.
The second game featured the Battle of LA. The Clippers versus the Lakers, LeBron versus Kawhi, Paul George versus AD. This game would keep you on the edge of your seat. Let's take you to the bubble.
We take you late in the first. Lakers up 29-20. Caldwell Pope driving to the basket. That one rolls off, and Anthony Davis slams it in with the 2-hand putback on Joakim Noah. 35-24, 11 minutes, 28 seconds. LeBron has the basketball. Aggressive at freight train time. Bam! LeBron James slams it home 37-24. LA up by 13. Now it's a 41-29 game. Clippers with the ball. Reggie Jackson looking inside. Oh, nice pass. Oh, Patterson to Kawhi. 51-48 Lakers. Kawhi working against Caldwell Pope. Turnaround baseline jumper, and he makes that a 1-point Lakers lead. Game now tied 55-55, 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Paul George pulling from deep, knocks it down, and the Clippers had the lead by 3. Clippers up by 8, now starting to feel it in the third. 7 minutes left. 63-55. Kawhi for 3. And now it's a 66-55 Clippers lead. Lakers trying to get something back. They find AD in the corner, and they retake the lead 72-71. 77-74. Clippers up by 3 now. AD working against Patterson. That's too easy. Come on now, Pat. What you think you're doing, brother? 85-80. Lakers up. LeBron James with the 3, and now it's an 88-80 Lakers lead. Lakers up by 9. Looking in the corner, Patrick Beverly. He puts it down, and it's a 91-85 game. 94-85, 6 minutes, 19 seconds. Clippers trying to work something. Driving to the basket here is Patrick Beverly with the floater. 99-93 Lakers. Clippers with the ball. Pump fake by Kawhi. Drives in the inside is Paul George for 2. 99-95. Minute 53 left. Kawhi trying to work some magic. Lost control of it. Regains it back. Finds Paul George for the 3. And it's a 99-98 game. With a minute 32 left. 99-98. LeBron in between the legs. Showing why he's still the king. Puts it in, and it's a 101-98 game. 8:35 seconds left. Kawhi being guarded by LeBron. They give it to Paul George. Paul George for 3. And yes, Paul George is feeling it. Paul George had 30 points on the night. 101-101. Look at this. LeBron James off balance. Misses it. Gets his own rebound and puts it back in. And it's 103-101 Lakers. Kawhi with the ball here. Minute and 7 left. Pump fakes. LeBron playing phenomenal defense. Now he's shutting down Paul George, who has to launch it up there, and that's it. That is it. Final score, Lakers 103-101. Paul George is saying, hey, man, that was some contact there. He won't get the call. Final score, Lakers 103-101. Anthony Davis, 34 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists to lead the way for the Lakers. Paul George, 30 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists to lead the Clippers in this contest. Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers had 28 points with 4 assists and rebounds for the Lakers. Of course, LeBron James, he came in with 16 points and 11 rebounds and 7 assists. Kyle Kuzma, he chipped in. He had 16 points, 7 rebounds in this contest. But the Lakers win 103-101.
Now we bring you our WNBA highlight of the night. The defending WNBA champion Washington Mystics taking on the Seattle Storm in a rematch of the 2018 WNBA Finals. Now for the Mystics, no Deladon, no Cloud, no Charles, no problem. This one got out of hand pretty early.
We start this one off midway through the first. Ariel Powers pulling for 3. Boom, knocks that one down, up 7-2, and she's not done yet. Working a little magic here. Ooh, nice move there by Powers, and she puts that one down. And now Washington is up by double digits, 15-4. And let's get in the former WNBA MVP. Breanna Stewart knocks down the 3. It's 15-7. 18-14 Mystics with a minute and 10. Hines Allen over to Ariel Atkins, who knocks down the 3, makes it a 21-14 game. Mystics not done yet. Look at this pass over here. The Essence Clarkson in the corner. She knocks down the 3. It's going to be 32-19. 35-20. Brown is still with a beautiful pass to Sammy Wickham to make it a 35-22 game. 39-26. Leilani Mitchell in the corner. The newly acquired guard for the Mystics. Knocking the 3 down. 52-32. They're trying to stay alive here. Here's Sue Bird from deep. And they're down by 17. 60-40. Leilani Mitchell misses the first one. They knock it back out to her. Mitchell will knock down the second opportunity. 23-point lead for the Mystics. Third quarter, 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Here's Hines Allen, who's had a phenomenal first 3 games of the season. She banks that one in. Then the Mystics trying to put this one out of commission, and Atkins knocks it down as she's falling out of bounds in front of her teammates, and it's 76-62. The Mystics just balling right now. Well, guess what? Atkins not done yet. Trying to finish it up in beautiful fashion, and she knocks that 3 down. The Mystics win this one 89-71. Ariel Atkins, 22 points with 3 steals to lead the way for the Mystics. Breanna Stewart had 15 points and 10 rebounds for the Storm. But the Mystics looking pretty good to start the season, 89-71 in the victory. And all the scores for the WNBA last night. The Sparks win 81-76 over the Sun, who started off slow, even with the newly acquired Dewana Bonner. She had 34, just wasn't enough. They lose 81-76. The Minnesota Link win 83-81 over the Chicago Sky, and of course the Mystics win 89-71 over the Storm.
To finish this off, we're going to give you the scores from last night's games from Major League Baseball.
Here are the scores from Major League Baseball last night. The Washington Nationals win 6-4 over the Toronto Blue Jays. The New York Yankees winning 8-6 over the Baltimore Orioles. Boston Red Sox win 4-2 over the Mets. The Cleveland Indians winning 2-0 over the Twins. The Atlanta Braves with a 2-1 victory over the Rays. The Kansas City Royals and their new owner Pat Mahomes with a 5-3 victory over the Tigers. The Dodgers, now 5-2, win 6-3 over the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Seattle Mariners, who started off a little rough, win this one 8-5 over the Angels. Then we had the San Diego Padres, who are 5-2. Watch out for that team. They beat the Giants. They beat the Giants 12-7. And then we had a couple of postponements, one due to rain, which was the Cubs and the Reds. And the other two games, the Phillies and the Yankees, that one was postponed because of COVID. And of course, Miami and Baltimore also was postponed to COVID. Those are the ones that we've had over the last couple of days. So unfortunately, COVID is still rearing its ugly head, but baseball is still chugging along.
Well, everyone, that is it for this edition of the LegacyMaker Sports News Update. I am Darrell Owens. Thank you all once again for tuning in, and we truly, truly appreciate you joining us, and we will see you next time.